Today's lesson is for this easy crochet leg warmer. You can make this in a range of colours for every outfit, and you can also alternate your colours to make it a striped version. It is a very simple pattern, so it is great for a beginner. So let's get started on the lesson. So we're going to be working our leg warmers side to side, and we're going to be starting off with a single crochet, and I'm choosing the number 10 for my single crochet stitches across. I think for me, with my size hook, which is a 4mm, and my 8-ply yarn, I think 10 stitches across is great for a ribbed cuff. You may want less, you may want more, so pick your number. Mine is going to be 10, and then on the other side, or the other end, it's going to be 10 as well. So you may want to make that the same amount, or you may want to make it a bit less, up to you. Then so single crocheting is going to be on to the end and this end, and in the middle we're going to use the half double crochet stitch. You could use the double crochet stitch, completely up to you. You will get a different look. It will be baggier in the middle than using the half double crochet. So what we're going to do is we're going to make a chain as long as we want our leg warmers, so as high as we want our leg warmers. So let's draw a leg. And yes, I did not do art at school. So we have a leg. And then you got your kneecaps. My great drawing. So what you're going to do is you're going to make a chain that's this distance here. So however high you want your leg warmers, don't forget they are going to scrunch down a little bit too, so you may want to add a bit more. Completely up to you. Or you could add elastic to the top when you're finished, and that will stop them from falling down. So you're going to make your chain for the length that you want the height of your leg warmer to be, because we're working side to side. So when we start, we're going to be starting at the top, crocheting down and finishing at the bottom. So figure out your length, and then figure out how many stitches that you want to go across, and write that down as well. So let's get started. So I've made my chain, and it's probably about 30 centimeters long, and this is only going to be for demo purposes, so I'll probably end up pulling it apart anyway and only make the one. But you never know, they might look really cool, and I'll make the other one to match. So what we need to do is go into the second chain from the hook. We don't count the one on our hook. Here's our first and here's our second. So we're single crocheting, sorry, so we're just going to go into that chain, yarn over, pull through, 2 on the hook, yarn over, pull through. So we're going to crochet along, doing single crochets, as many stitches as you wanted. So I wanted 10, so I have to do 9 more. So we're just going into each chain, yarning over, pulling through 2. So we're just going to keep going until we have 10. And I haven't counted this, so I'm just going to go until I think I've got 10. What do we got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Now if you like, you can put a stitch marker here, because when we come back on the next row, you're going to need to know that we need to change down to the single crochet stitch. I'm not going to bother. Hopefully I can see it when I come up to it. But like I said, you can if you like. And now we're going to half double crochet until you get to the end of where, let's see, I started with my 10 single crochets, so I'm putting 10 on the other end. So you're going to half double crochet across until you get to where there's 10 chains left. So let's do our half double. Like I said, you can do as many as you like. I'm just picking the number 10. So we're yarning over, going into the next stitch, into the next chain, throwing your hook, yarning over, pulling through all 3. These would look really cool if you change colour on each row, I think. I think they'd look pretty cool. So we're just going to go along. I'm just going to speed up a little bit. And what you're going to do is you're going to go across until whatever number you started with. So I started with 10. You're going to go across until you get to that many chains from the end. So I'm up to my end and I have 10 chains left. You'll have how many you have picked. So I've just done my half doubles. So now I'm going to do my singles. So I'm going into the stitches, into the chains, and working my single crochet all the way to the end. And these can work for any size. You could go up to adults all the way down. I think this would even work for Barbie. How quick could they be to make too? Little Barbie leg warmers. That would look really cute. I'm gonna have to go and buy a cheap Barbie doll or look like Barbie and make her my model. Okay, so we've gone across, and you'll be able to see, only gradually at the moment, this half double is higher in height, of course, than the single. And as we go along, this half double part is going to get bigger than the single. Okay, so now we got to the end. We're going to chain 1. We're going to turn our work around and we are going to single crochet into the back loops of only the single crochet. So into the next 9 singles, we're going to go into the back loop only. So looking at the top of our work, you'll see there's these V's. One there, one there. You're going into the left hand loop with your hook. So when you turn it facing you, it's actually the back loop that you're going into. So if you turn it over, so you're looking at the top of the V's, you're going into the back loop. But we're not going into this first one here because the chain here counts as our first stitch. This is easy to do, it's because I'm trying to do it in slow motion. Going into the back loop because our front loop is here. Working your stitch as normal. Going into the back loop again. Working your stitch. Back loop. And if you like, I forgot to tell you before, but you can place a stitch marker down this end as well, so that you know when you come to your stitch marker, we are going to be changing to the half double crochets. Just zooming out a little bit. It's getting quite hard to stay in the screen. Okay, now I can see, because I've crocheted a long time, that this is my half double crochet there, and this is my last single, but if you can't notice it, count back your stitches, and then we're going to place a stitch marker. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I know I've only got one left because I can actually see that, but if you can't, you need to count however many stitches that you did. So that's my 10th stitch. And now you can place a stitch marker. Let's see if I've got one floating around. And a stitch marker can be a super duper fancy one, or it can be a piece of yarn. And when you want one, you can never find one. Here we go. This is really tiny. I'll just use it and I'll cut off another bit in a minute. So you're just going to place it over the top of your work like that. You'll need it to be a bit longer. This one is going to fall out. So you'll know when you get to that stitch marker on your next row, you know you've got to change your stitches. So now we are going to half double crochet into the next stitch, and I'm just going to take this stitch marker out so you guys can see better. Now we're going into the back loops again. This whole project from now on is worked in the back loops, so we're yarning over, going into the back loop of our work, and then working our half double. And what we're going to do is work our half double all the way across on our half double crochet stitches, and when we get to our single crochets, which I think is about there, you are going to change from your half double down to your single crochets, and you'll have a stitch marker here. I haven't got one, but you'll have a stitch marker where your stitches change, just to remind you what you've got to do. So I'm going to go all the way across till we get to our single crochets. So I'm up to where I do my single crochets, because we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 stitches, and I know that this one here is a half double. So I'm just going to work that half double into the back loop. And then I know that my last lot of stitches is my singles. So I'm just going to work into the back loops, working my single, and by working into the back loops only, it's going to give it this beautiful ribbed pattern to it, and also makes the fabric a bit stretchy, which is good. So I'll just keep the camera going until I get to the end. Just a couple more stitches. And make sure you get that last stitch. If you're not sure if you've got it, count your single crochets across. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 and 10, and I've just got this last one. So then we're going to chain one, get up to our next row and turn around, and then we're going to work back across until we get to our half doubles. So just work along. I'm just going to, like I said, keep the camera going. I'm just working into my back loops again. So don't forget to share your creations on our Facebook page, or you can email them to me. Email address is in the description box below. So I've got one more stitch to go, single crochet in the back loop. So now we're going to change to a half double. So if you remember the rule that you're going to single crochet into the single crochet, and you're going to half double crochet into the half double crochet, we can't go wrong. And we're just going to keep repeating this step until this top part, or the bottom part, fits around the part of our leg that we want our leg warmer to sit. So just repeat this row until it's wide enough. So when we get to the end of our strip, you're going to cut off a piece of yarn that is about 30 to 40 centimetres long. It's better to have too much than not enough, because then we have to join it in again. So to sew up our ends, you're going to put the two ends together. So this is the neat edge. This is where we finished off crocheting across there. We're folding the two single crochet parts together. And what we're going to do is we're just going to be going through the loops and we're just going to repeat this all the way down. So there we go, guys. You've got your leg warmer. How cool is it? Pretty easy pattern too. So I hope you guys enjoy the video. Don't forget to subscribe and join our Facebook and Ravelry page. Until next time, happy crochet.